even though I cleaned out the van every day and swept the floor. When I got back from the beach, there was so much grit I really couldn't stand it. So I had to clean everything out. And while I was at it, I thought I might as well rearrange things and purge some more. Because once you live in something, then you have a better idea of where things belong.
Good morning, YouTube. This is Sue of Pursue the Dream, and today I'm going to share my fun with glue. Who knew glue could be so much fun? It's actually almost as fun as spray paint, which you know I love. So stay tuned and watch my little craft decoupage project in the van.
So I had a clean van, but there were some things that needed to be done, like this was kind of ugly here. So I got the brilliant idea to do some decoupage, which I've never done before. And I had some material that my mom had made curtains out of that I wanted to use somehow. So I started with this table, and then I got a little bit out of hand.
So here's the big glue project, sort of done. This front panel is aspirations and as well as front places I've been, and so that I'll just keep adding to that as I go.
So this panel is my mom's material, and I added some vintage butterflies that were designed for quilts, but I just glued them up.
And then butterflies on the ceiling. You know, there was a sort of a gap that covers the gap. There's an old t-shirt that I didn't need anymore and didn't want to throw away because I liked the saying. Some pictures that I loved and don't have really a way to hang in here. So they're all decoupaged on, and I'll put more on there. I've got a whole box of stuff, and I'm afraid I'm going to get carried away. Mod Podge. You can use regular glue and add a little water to it. You can use wallpaper paste. It actually does remind me a lot of wallpapering, which I have done in the past. And I'm going to show you how this is done, but it's really very simple. You won't really need a how-to video. So I'm going to add this Harriet Tubman because my next video is about Harriet Tubman and visiting. And I'm not a very neat crafter. So here's how I do it. This has a little water on it, but you just put it on the back. Oop, I don't know how to hold the camera and glue it. So you just stick it on the back. Find a place that you want it. I think we'll just put her here. And then go over it with some more. It drips, but it dries clear. And while I'm up here, I'll just... You really need to put several layers on it. They say maybe even as many as 5. So while I have stuff on the brush, I'll just do a little bit more. And it's supposed to look like it's painted on. Well, I don't know about that. I spent days putting the cloth up. And that was the hard part because it's heavy. And I probably should have soaked it first. Paper's pretty easy to put up. and I couldn't put it up in one piece, which is what I was hoping for. So I had to cut it in strips and paste it up a little at a time. I like it. It's definitely now mine. I'll never be able to sell it. But I guess you could take it off. It's water soluble. I haven't put a coating on it to finish it, so at this point you can take it off. So I put some on here, and I have some other pictures. Here's another little glue project. Didn't turn out quite as well as I had hoped. This is an old record I'd spray painted. This is an old record I'd cut out a tree, and then I was gonna put these antique buttons on, and it's a nice idea, but other people are more creative than I. But it's gonna go here anyway. So there we go. These are my teachers. When I have my visor down, it reminds me who I am.
And I had a visit from my daughter Olive, who's going to Europe and Asia. And we got to take a little walk on the C&O Canal. One afternoon we went to Baltimore and met up with my son and his girlfriend Katie. And we hadn't seen each other for a long time, so that was wonderful. So I'm busy, and thanks for watching.